So welcome back to all our Polo Line viewers. We are live here on the number one field at Habtoor Polo Tournament Club for our second match of the day of the Silver Cup. Dubai Wolves versus UAE Polo. Great view there from the drone of the hotel. Coming from behind us at Polo Line. So everybody, if you manage to jump in, get onto social media, get onto Facebook, we'll see if we can give you a shout out. If you leave a message on Facebook and let us know where you're viewing from. Good view there, that was just Lukeen, and now we have Hussein. Now we'll just quickly go to the lineups here. And as you see, for Wolves, playing at number 1 on 1 goals is Habtoor. With number 2 shirt on is Benja Pinello. At 3 is Felix Hussein. At 4 will be Santiago Laborde. And for the UAE, it is Ahino Sheikh Ametha bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. At number 2 is Rosendo Torregueta on 6 goals. Lukeen Monteverde on 7, and also on 7 goals is Teo Lacau. UAE in the white shirts, and Wolves in their green shirts. Dark green fading out to be lighter green, with the umpires being Peter Wright and Howard Smith, and the third man being Thomas Palacio. So we just had another, our first game was another typical Silver Cup game, close, tight. Habtoor had control, or appeared to do so, but never say die. Bangash kept coming back, got themselves into the lead, and Habtoor just turned it up another gear once more and running out the winners of that first match, who are the holders, of course, of that Silver Cup title. Please jump on to Polo Line OK on Instagram, on Facebook, Polo Line Int, on YouTube, Polo Line TV, and more importantly, download the app and watch live via the Premier Polo app in the world. Two teams just putting the final touch there. All the smiles and the shakings of hands, which we all know as soon as that ball goes in, this will all change. So you have the established team of Wolves against a pretty new lineup here for the UAE. Teo back into the throws again, and inviting Torregueta into the team, who's grown exponentially over the last few years. Benito Perez putting him through his paces in England, and that's rest assured. Great conditions out here for playing polo. A little bit chilly really for a winter's day here in Dubai, but that's a great benefit for the horses and players and all our spectators here. So umpire Peter Wright just having a quick little chat there, and then we'll get this second match underway. So Peter Wright lines these two teams up here now. Just saying, let's have a little bit of a gap here, boys and girls. Start just encroach a little bit on there. So there it is, balls into play out the back of the line out. Looking for that one there is Laborde fizzes it up here now for Polo. Polo there with Monteverde. Pushes it out wide, goes out to the side, comes on the near side, looks to take control of the man and take it onto his near side, looks to come around the corner here. Monteverde takes a shorter cut and comes up the inside, so he goes around the outside. Just uses a man for a block to come up forward onto it, but picking it up here now, it is Rochi on the play. Looks to send that one up forward, looking now for Teo on his near side, but it's going to be Laborde. Looks for the backhand, but it's now picked up by Lukeen. Lukeen tries to pick it up, the stick side goes near side. Near side again. He's just looking for just to clear out of the way. Comes away from the play there momentarily. Sends that one up forward here now. Does Lukeen Monteverde. It's got a lot of length, but it's a little bit wide. Trying to get onto that one here this time will be Teo. Teo comes in, gets helped around the corner a little bit on that one there, but stays straight. Picks it up, comes around here. Tries to get past Felix. Felix just waiting. Habtoor comes in to mark his man. Comes up forward. Then she's going to have to yield off it. And he fizzes that one up forward here now. Looking for his man. Backhand comes in by Felix. Turns around onto this one here. Picks up Laborde. Laborde takes it forward. Taps one way, comes the other way. Looking to put the pressure on, so he unloads that one, sends that one forward. Habtoor looking for that, gets hooked off out of it this time, but first onto his Teo. Teo flicks that one up here now for Rochi. Rochi coming forward. Torgatar comes through the traffic here this time, plays that ball nicely in out of the air. Keeps on coming forward, just been blocked and stopped in his traffic away a little bit, goes forward once again. But now, coming away with it here is Lukeen. Lukeen goes with a big neck shot, looks for the neck shot underneath the neck, but unfortunately doesn't quite find the goals on this occasion. Looking for a very acute angle indeed. And so the ball will be placed on the back line here now. Full of ball there to bring into play. And you can see on the replay there, looking for a very acute neck shot indeed, but couldn't quite get over the top of the ball enough to get it to where he wanted it. And so it sits on the back line here. We're just waiting for the umpire to call play for Laborde to bring into play. Laborde taps it up forward. Laborde looks to see what his options are. Darts one way, goes the other way. Does Polo. Goes under the neck for Polo to try and pick this one up. Trying to get in onto him there is Monteverde. But Monteverde kept off the play there by Felix. It's sent up here once again there by Polo. Such a lovely lofted ball straight up the front door there. Looking for Habtoor. Shaker Mather going back to put the pressure on. The ball's come down. He goes forward, being a little bit out there towards the left-hand side. Looking to straighten himself up and come goalward bound here now is Habtoor. Got the pressure on him, and in comes Lukeen to steal that one away, but we get a whistle on the play. First whistle of the match. No, it looks like it was actually Rochi came in onto that one there, rather sorry. Thought he had taken the man. Let's see if we can see a little bit clearer on the replay now. He just came in and stole that one. The umpire's deeming that Habtoor still had the right to that play. So we have a spot penalty here, a penalty two, and he's opted to take it from the spot. Has Polo. The umpire just clearing something off the field, possibly a shoe. So players called. And Polo just walks round to this one here. Drops the mallet down onto it and flags aloft. Opening up the account here now for Wolves here in Chukker number 1. So teams back to the middle of the field here now. In front of us here at Polo line. For umpire right to bowl this ball in. Ball bowled into play. Out it comes here now. Looking to come away with this one here. Was Felix couldn't quite pick that one up. Just has to yield off it there. Does the board in. It's sent up nicely here there by Lacau looking for Rochi. Rochi kept wide off out of that one there. Polo couldn't quite get the backhand, but it's sent on its way nicely here this time. But it's picked up by Lukeen. Lukeen goes with the next shot, looks to drill that one forward and put it up into the danger zone, try and feed it up to the players, but it just goes across the face of goal and out wide. And the umpires take this the opportunity to quickly change ponies. Blows the whistle, which will just stop the clock here now. So the players get the opportunity to quickly go and change ponies. Halfway through or just over in Chukker number 1 of this 5 Chukker match. And there we are down in the UAE camp. Picture of Roger Torgatar. Lukeen just hopping from one to the other. As Lukeen comes back out onto the field here now. Habtoor just coming from the far end of the field, so they take a little bit longer because it's up close to the pony lines for the UAE. So they've managed to get themselves mounted up quickly and back out onto the field first. So they'll just clear the field. There's a little bit of divot treading going on in between. The ball's on the back line here now for Wolves to bring into play. Santiago Laborde. Santiago brings this in here now. Taps it up forward, keeps it coming. This time pushes that one out, looking for a way to pass. Up there for Polo. Polo picks it out on the near side, looks figuring up, but gets it stolen away from him here now. But it once again has to go back for it there. Does Lukeen, being pressurised hard and worked on well. Coming away with it here now is Rochi. Rochi coming away with it. And unfortunately, looks like he's managed to keep control of this play. Just retains possession, comes forward, looking to weave his way through the traffic here. Just getting a little bit of a traffic jam up that top end, but coming away with it here now. Looks like it is Polo over the top, leaves it for Habtoor, who fastens that one up nicely here this time, but Lukeen's on the end of that one, on his near side. Comes in, looks to pick that up on his near side, does Habtoor and does so well. Just keeps that one off the board, shows a little bit too much of that one there for Teo, who comes in, steals it, yields off, leaves it, quickly goes forward as the ball's sent up here now by Lukeen. Lukeen's ball a little bit wide of goal, and it's now going to be Rochi, takes the man, comes on his near side, looks to place that one in towards the goal and straight through the goal. It is a lovely goal there by Rochi Torgatar. Leveling up the scores here now, 1 goal apiece. You can see on the replay there, he just came in on that near side under pressure, but no mistake from young Torgatar. So the two teams come back to the middle of the field here now. For umpire right to bowl it into play. Oh, we get a whistle. As you see him just speculating and saying, listen, we want a bit of a gap. Let's have a little bit of space here. Need somewhere for that ball to go in. There it is. Stop these melees, that's what we want. Clean out the back. Polo says, I like that even more so. Takes that ball out of the air, and it looks like he's broken that ball, but first onto it will be Lukeen. Lukeen comes up onto it, but the ball has broken. So we get a whistle on the play. The umpires drop the ball down. You see Polo came out and gave that ball a good fizz, and in doing so ended up just breaking that polo ball. So it looks like as nobody was clearly in control of the play, the umpires will opt for a roll-in. From the inside out, an umpire right, bowls it in. Comes out the back of the lineup. Picked up again here by Polo. Menka taps it up forward. Up there to Lukeen, his marking man, and he sends that one up into the danger zone one more time. But looking to come onto it there, couldn't get onto it. Nice backhand there by Rochi, setting it up once again for Lukeen to swoop up onto. Lukeen comes in, gets hooked off out of it with a little bit of backhand. Habtoor comes with the backhand, but it's picked up now by Teo Lecau. Lecau on the play. Lecau comes forward. He's got Lukeen in behind. Takes it up there to Laborde. Looks to come forward, off out of it, and we get a whistle on that play. So the umpire has Peter Wright just explaining that, and I think you'll probably find that had no right to come in on Laborde like that. So we end up with a spot penalty in favour of the Wolves. So, Santiago Laborde circles around here now. Santi comes in, drives, gives that ball a ride straight up the front door there, looking for his number 2, but unfortunately it looks like that's beaten them out over the back line. And so the ball will be placed on the back line here now. Mateo to bring in. Lecao taps it up once. He's got his runners out on the move there. Lukin looking to go with that first time play to send that on forward. Averocci, but he has to go back to regain possession of this one here now, but it's going to be Teo with it here. You see him coming round in behind to come and try and pick this ball up. Does. Lukin keeps it coming forward, no pressure on it at this point in time. This time he unloads it here now. Sends it out there for Torreguitar. Torreguitar on the board, on the far side with Laborde. Taps it one more time forward. Gets told to play it. Lukin, it's a weighted pass to get this one up for Lecao. Goes up past him, but it's enough there for Pinello to try and get onto it. Stopped by Lecao. Coming in there is Felix Hussein to try and spoil that play, but he keeps control of it there. Does Lecao. Lecao comes in onto this one here now. Tries to spoil it. Does so. Does Pinello and sends it up there. Does Hussein for Habtoor up on the move here now. Up over the halfway line. Habtoor at pace. In pursuit is Lukin. Lukin coming back to put the pressure on. He's got a little wide on that one there. Lost a little bit of momentum. Goes on the deck. There goes the second hooter, ladies and gentlemen. That there will end Chukker number 1 with the score being 1 goal apiece. So good attacking play to finish off that Chukker of this 5 Chukker match. And now we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, coming out here in Chukker number 2 with Heinrich Shaker starting off on Communion. Rocci on Castora. Lukin out here on Nuzzle. And we will have Gatter rather, for Teo. So the two teams out here now, just waiting for Pinello to make his way to the middle of the field. And middle of the field he gets to, but he's got to go all the way to the far end where that Chukker ended, where they ran out of time. And Habtoor were on the attack. And we'll start off with a rolling from the inside out. So, ball into play, front of the line out, looking for that was Habtoor, being hard pressurised there by Mather. She beats him on that one there, but it's Laborde going towards the goal. Laborde looking to finish this one off, and Santiago Laborde jumping on that ball quickly. The opportunity given and the opportunity taken well there by Santiago Laborde, making it 2 goals to Wolves, 1 to the UAE. So great opportunity taken there by Santiago, as always. So, 2 teams lining up here now on umpire right. Bowls that ball into play. Out the back of the line it nearly came. It's sent up there by Rochi. Rochi going forward. Rochi again with Felix in his pocket. Going forward once again. Goes stick side. Couldn't quite pick that one up cleanly. But next up onto this one here, coming in there with the backhand is Laborde. Looking to get onto it is Teo, as is Habtoor. Ball comes forward. Teo goes with the near side backhand, taking away then from Pinello. But it looks like that one's going out over the back line towards the left-hand side. So the ball's placed on the back line here now for Santiago Laborde to bring into play. Santi taps it forward, goes big under the neck for Pinello. Pinello gets his players moving forward and sends the first ball up the front door here now. Looking for Laborde once again. Laborde gets hold of that well. Rochi going back with him, looking to put the pressure on. He knows he's got his teammate in behind him there. Does Laborde. Laborde's very close to that back line. Yields off it, leaves it for the next shot there of Essian, and he puts it away beautifully. Felix just finished. That's lovely unselfish play there by Santiago Laborde. Going forward, well marked, under pressure. But it certainly wasn't an easy play. It was very close to that back line. So Felix had to make a very acute neck shot on that one there. But no mistake made by him whatsoever, and straight through the goals it goes. 3 goals to 1. And back to the middle of the field it is once more. Ball in, looking to pick that one up is Rochi, being hard pressurised, goes to the backhand, comes off the pony, picked up here now by Hussein. Turns, faces forward once more. Teo just has to yield off out of it, helped away out of it there by Laborde, and he sends that one up forward here now, but first to surface with it, looks like it will be Rochi. Sends the backhand, gets half stopped there by Habtoor, trying to get back onto this one here in front of Lukin, and gets picked up by the whistle. You can see on the replay there he comes forward, but comes away from the line and has to give it a go. Might have got away with it, but unfortunately for him, Lukin was coming down that line. So we have Teo bringing it ball back into play once more, cuts it out towards the middle of 2 fields here. Bit of a bump and a ride off there between Rochi and Felix, but it's going to be turned back in towards the middle of play by Lukin. Lukin goes under the neck with that one there, looking to pick it up. His Teo yields off it, leaves it this time for Lukin. Yields off it, leaves it there for Rochi. Came off the pony, comes off the pony again, but Rochi working hard, comes in and steals this one nicely here now. It is Torrigattar going goalward bound here now. He reckons he's impeded going forward up onto that play by Laborde there, and the umpires look like they might agree as we get a whistle on that play. Got a drone view of this one here now. You see he's coming across and he comes through, and possibly Laborde got himself parked across the right of way, and so the players are asked to leave to change to ponies as we're just under halfway through this second chukker, with the score being 3 goals to 1, as the players will leave, change ponies here now, and the ball's placed down where the foul occurred, which will probably give them the option if they're going to go for a penalty 2 from the 30 or from the spot, as we saw earlier with Pinello. And there he is, the man himself, Benko Pinello. We'll probably find we have Wolves changing quicker, as this time we're down in their end of the field where they're encamped, with UAE having to go the long way this time. Banker opt to go to the top far end, and he still manages to get himself back in plenty of time. As UAE start to come back out onto the field here now. And so the ball's placed down where the foul occurred, and let's see which option they take. With Mather looking to go out here on Matilda. Tay will be out with Mesuita, and players called. They're taking it from the spot where the foul occurred, close to goal for Luquin Monteverde. And Luquin, of course, on the familiar Gato. Out there on Rikoka. So, two teams lining up once more here. Yui heading towards the Villas. The ball goes into play, comes off the front of the line now. Looks to pick that one up as Banker, but it looks like he's just been picked up there by Torigata. You can see on the replay as the ball goes in, it comes off to an angle. And Banker from the back of the line out looks to try and pick that one up, but Torigata jumped onto that one very quickly indeed. With the score being 2-3 and an opportunity here now for the UAE to level up the scores here in Chukker number 2. This has been taken up to a penalty 3, it looks like, a 40-yard penalty. Luquin Monteverde. Opting just to walk up to this one here now. Drive, shoots, and through the goal it is. The goal's looking very good indeed, levelling up the scores here in Chukker number 2. 3 goals apiece. You see it on the replay there for our Polo Line viewers. Just walks up to that one nicely and makes sure of it. So back to the middle of the field once more. Umpire right. Bowls that ball into play. In play, skews out the line. Picking it up quickly here now is Felix. Felix comes forward with it once again. Felix, who we met there by Teo, but we're trying to work onto him there, is Rochi, but it's now picked up here by Laborde. Laborde's ball is picked up here by Rochi. Rochi sends that one underneath the net. Very good, strong shot by him. Looking to set it up there for Teo, but it looks like Teo is being taken care of by Laborde, leaving it for Felix once more. Felix is saying. Felix taps it up here now. Felix. That's saying. Gets a hold of that one there and looks to send that one up. Will it get there for Pinello? Pinello comes in looking to make the hooking play. Steals that one away there from Luquin. He's over the top of it this time here now. And it's now left here once again there for Rochi. Rochi takes it forward up through on his near side. Gets ridden off out of it. The backhand comes in. I think we get a whistle on the play. Couldn't quite hear it with the breeze. And you can see on the replay here now he comes forward and just gets collected a little bit on his near side as he comes through. And the umpire's just discussing this one as to where they're going to put it. A bit of optimism there by the UAE as the ball is placed down, or an option of 2 balls is placed down, of course, on the halfway point for a midfield penalty. 2 balls being dropped down, of course, to give them the choice, with a preference of ball to be taken by the players. So thank you very much indeed for Clanova for their kind support here on Polo Line. And Teo Lecao circling round up onto the play here now. Teo. Comes up to this. Leans into that one there. Lost high, lofted. Didn't quite get the distance he might have been looking for, but it's well picked up here by Rochi. Rochi picks it up now. Checks, turns, comes back inside his man. Looks to come inside too. Leaves it now for Luquin. Luquin takes an aim at goal, but it comes off a pony, and wide it is. Be interesting to see which way this goes. Did he drive that into the pony, or did the pony come across his line? We might be able to pick it up on the line out, but I'm sure the umpires will tell us on this one You see, he comes off the back of the line, goes with the shot. And it looks like we have a spot penalty here now in favour of Wolves, deeming that Laborde had the right to be there. So Laborde brings it back into play here now. Santiago Laborde looking for a way to pass to get that one up there for Felix Hussein. In comes a hook there by Lukin. Takes possession of the play too. Good play by him. Checks, turns, comes back inside, gets a bit of protection. Oh, sorry, it's Rocci rather. I do apologise. Rocci yields off this time. Leaves it for Lukin. Lukin goes with that next shot. Gets hold of that and again straight into a pony. We get a whistle on the play. So you see he comes forward on it. Looking for the next shot, but there's a lot of traffic in the way, so Felix dismounts off his pony. He's looking for his pony from the Villa end to come down, as it will do momentarily. So we just have a quick little pause here now. As Felix's pony comes down to the bottom end term. He has the option of one from both ends, but I think he was calling for the one from the Villa end of the field rather than the scoreboard. But he's opting to get onto the scoreboard end pony. So it looks like the other spare will have to go back up to the top end. And the umpire is just discussing this with Lukin. So it looks like this, considered to be dangerous play, going to be moved up here now for a 60-yard penalty. Might even go further. Let's see where the umpires drop this ball down. It looks like a ball's gone down for a penalty for a 60-yard penalty. Second time for Lukin and this Chukker of driving the horse into a ball, and therefore they've taken it all the way out the other end. After all, the rules of Polo set up for safety of horse and player, stating horse first. So we have Benko Pinello on the play here now. Benko cantering up nicely here. Comes in, drive, shoots. It's slightly on the ground. It gets stopped there by Lukin on Elgato. Looks to try and clear it away here now. He's going to have to go around the circuit here to try and get away from the Wolves player. Does so. Finds a nice bit of space. Helped out there by his teammates and cuts back inside once again. Does Lukin Monteverde. Monteverde on the rampage on Little Gatta here now. He sees his players going up forward, creates a big shot, looking there for Rocci, who went forward at pace, but didn't quite get the direction he was wanting, and it's going to be Pinello to send the backhand. Stopped there by Lukin on the boards. Lukin sells things down. Rocci goes up forward once more, looking for a pass, as he sends this one up forward once more, but Pinello cuts it out the play, and Pinello checks, turns, comes back inside there. Oh, trying to steal that one away there was Lukin, but I think we get a whistle on that play. That little pony's very cute, very handy indeed. But just might have been a little bit over cute on him on that play. And Pinello claiming that line. And once more it's going to come forward for a penalty in favour of Wolves. 3 goals apiece it is. It's going to go up to the halfway line. Midfield, as the umpires just discussed this, and it looks like it is. Umpire just having a little chat with the captains out there, Lukin and Santiago. Probably giving a slightly stern warning and saying if there's any more hitting balls into horses or dangerous play, there will be some cards sent out or given to the players. So UAE retiring 30 yards. And players called for Santiago Laborde. Santi. Comes up to this one, he drives, he shoots, he sends it up forward here now. Looking to get onto that one, there is Polo. Polo takes it away from his man onto his near side, and Polo goes through the goal, and Polo finishes off that one beautifully. Lukeen thought he had that line, but Polo manages to steal that one away from him, and through the goals it is, putting them back out into the lead again. Wolves 4, UAE 3. So back to the middle of the field it is here now. Chukker number 2 as the clock tick-tocks down. Ball into play before the hooter goes. Gets it underway. Coming away is Habtoor on the loose here now. Going back with him is Lecau. Lecau trying to get the hook in. Takes it behind the tail in the air. About a metre off the ground, but this time picked up by Lukeen. He gets a man cut across in front of him. He was trying to get out of his way, but there was just nowhere to go. The momentum was carrying him in across the line. And as I said, that pony gatter that Lukeen is on is very cute and very handy indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, that there will end Chukker number 2 with the score being 4 goals it is to Wolves, 3 goals to the UAE. And so the players will leave the field of play and will come back out to start Chukker number 3 in a moment after we've had a few messages and adverts from Polo Line.
Driving one forward, Jacob Meta is in front. Julo is coming back on Dana. Jacob Meta picks that one up in the air and then takes it up into the 60. Benzali's not going to be able to help her. Jacob Meta takes a shot and she scores. Great goal from Jacob Meta. She's riding a horse called Simpatica and she's done fantastically well there to pick up the pass of Lukeen Monteverde. Great approach shot. Solari waiting now. Kian fills in behind him. But he's had it stolen. His pocket picked by the 7-goaler, Teo Lecau. Somehow he still gets it. Rolls his wrist and picks it up in the air. He's all of those 7 goals, this guy. He's showing his class. He's come alive in this Chukker number 2. Heading towards the goal with just 40 seconds left. Oh, he's over the top of it. Followed up well though by Bounty. Near side, under the neck. Wow, and Luna well and truly back in this game. 3.5 goals to 3.
Well, Polo Line viewers just got a quick little look there at some of the Federation Cup, which is going on at Dubai Polo Question Club at the moment. So lots of polo going on here, of course, in Dubai. And coming out in the third Chukker for Habtoor will be Yohoso Benka, looking out to come out and course it. Christiana here for Felix, and Santi looking to come out on Cafetera. And for the UAE, Sheikh Mehta looking to come out on Alain. Rochi looking to come out on Filio. Lukeen to come out on Bleach. And of course for Teo Lecau looking to come out on Medusa. So 2 teams there. We have the foul, the penalties being given here from the 40-yard line, and through it is there. Tries to stop that one, but no stopping that one there from Lukeen Monteverde. Straight through the goals. Leveling up the scores here once again to start Chukker number 3. 4 goals apiece it is. So nip and tuck all the way in so far in this match. Nobody's able to assert any dominance whatsoever on each other. There we have in shot we have Just had Lucas Monteverde Senior Papa watching on, and young Lucero, the little brother. So the ball into play there by right. Ball out the back of the line out. Near side backhand by Polo. Gets stopped though. Coming forward here now will be Lukin. Yields off, leaves it for Terreo. He gets hooked off out of it. Backhand comes in by Habtoor, but there's a swarm of white shirts can go back onto this one. And it looks like Teo's copped a mallet or something in that one there. Not hit in that hook. And so we'll just have a slight pause. So he can regain himself and shake that one off, you see. That hook on the right hand. You can see in the replay possibly here. The stick of Felix. No malice intent, of course. Just these things do happen. And so for injury they did stop the play. As the ball's picked up here by the umpire. And we have a drop ball in favour of UAE, who are certainly in control of it at that point in time. So, Luki Monteverde comes up forward here now. Lukin drives, shoots. He's gone from a distance. It's a little bit out towards the right left-hand side, trying to get his team onto it, but he gets shadowed out over the back line there by Laborde, so he can retain possession and bring it in from his own back line here now. Players called, Laborde. Taps it up forward. Rochi waiting for him. Looks to see what his options are. The same goes out towards the hotel side. Looks to pick it up here now. You see Pinello looking for a little bit of a gap, trying to get away there from Lukin. Brings it forward a little bit more. Opts to go under the neck here this time. Send it out there for Santi. Santi going forward. Out towards the boards. You see a good tussle going on here between Pinello and Monteverde. Brings it forward. Does. Sends up forward, does Laborde. Laborde send it up here now. Who's first onto that one there? The pressure goes on there by Habtoor, but it's flicked away from him. Quickly onto it, Spinello, but even quicker and turning around amazingly quickly there. Beautifully mounted is Lukin Monteverde on the loose here now. Lukin cuts this one up the field here this time, looking for Lecao. Lecao comes up forward, up onto the play. Just gets stifled and Hussein sends a little bit of a backhand, but first round up onto it once more will be Monteverde. Monteverde on the play. Monteverde taps it forward, weighted pass, you see. Lecao keeping Hussein off out of it. Waiting for him, though, is Laborde. Goes with the shot, tries to send this one up forward. Up there for Mather, but first back onto it with the backhand. Comes Habtoor, helped out on its way out towards the pony lines of Wolves. Out towards the corner there is Lukin there with Pinello. Turns, does Lukin. Lukin again. Lukin trying to come forward, back onto his near side, back to his stick side, cancelling each other out. We get the next play coming up onto it. We get a whistle. We can see from the drone here, for those our Polo line viewers, he comes forward up onto it. We get players getting caught stagnant on the line there. And so we have a spot penalty here now in favour of the Wolves for Santiago Laborde to bring into play. Santi brings it up forward. Cuts this one out here now, looking for Pinello. Pinello has a Saint trying to keep Monteverde off, away, out. Allow Pinello to make an attack here now. Goes by himself, as you see. You have Laborde looking after. Lecao sends it out here now for Habtoor. Habtoor comes up onto this one. Couldn't quite get onto that one cleanly. Is now left for Pinello. Pinello comes through here at pace. Pinello coming forward. He's a little bit wide. Goes under the neck, in towards the goal. That one goes from Pinello and through the goal it is. Securing a lovely goal there does Benjamin Pinello. 5-4 is the score. Thank you, Pinello. Came through on that one nicely. Came a little wide. But there's no problem there for a player such as Benka. And through the goals it is. We're about halfway through the Chukker, so I'd imagine the umpires are going to be calling 4.5 changes by the flow of play of the players up that end of the field Yui quickly changing up. Those Wolves have to go the long way. Although most have actually changed up at the Villa end of the field, where they have spares awaiting. With Theo looking to get onto Dido here. Lukeen to get onto Maserati. Rocci looking to get onto Teo. And for the Wolves, let's see who we have here now. As I said, just keep an eye out on these horses. There'll be a few names to remember going into the finals of this, and also going into the Gold Cup. Felix looking to get onto Uvita. Evangelista for Benja. And Solista for Habtoor. The ball's back into play, and back into play it is. On the play here now is Lukeen. Lukeen settles down on top of that one there and drills that ball up forward. Looking there for his man. Goes a little bit wide out towards the side. Backhand comes in there by Laborde. Gets half cut out the play. Trying to spoil it there was Felix, but it's sent in well there by Teo. Cancel out of the next pair of players, but coming on to it is Rocci. Rocci coming in there with Laborde. Laborde comes in, steals that one away. And Pinello tries to get in onto that one there, but we get a whistle, a lot of screaming, a lot of crying going on there from Lukeen, I believe it is. And let's see what we can see, if we can see on the replay. A little bit shady out there with the sun up that end of the field to be able to see clearly. So the umpires have come to an agreement as to what they saw, and the decision has been made. And it looks like this is coming from a midfield penalty here now. And that is in favour of the Wolves. So from being in a severely defensive position, they're now being moved up to the halfway line for a penalty from the spot, no doubt to be taken here by Santiago Laborde. And players called. Santiago Laborde on the play here now. And good to see Peludos watching there from Sotogrande. And it is now on the near side. Could get hooked off out of it. Did a saying. Coming round up onto that one there is Habtoor. But unfortunately, he gets picked up there by Lukeen. Coming round the front of the line of the play. So the ball brought back in here now by Teo. Teo Lecao. Taps it from the spot. Looks to go on the neck with that one there, trying to get that one up to Lukeen. It looks like it will just about travel to him, but he can't get onto it because Benka's established himself on the line. Coming forward in is Hussein. Hussein muscles his way through past Lecao and puts another one on the board there for the Wolves. Will be very happy with that one indeed. Taking it 6-4. So back to the middle of the field, you see there. Pushed his way through, came through with momentum. And came onto that play. So back to the middle of the field once more it is. A couple of minutes left here in Chukker number 3 before we go into the half-time play. Ball at the front of the line out, looking for that one there. It's picked up by Pinello. Pinello checks up, turns away from the play, trying to make a bit of space for himself, but just marking him well there is Lecao. Just pushes that ball up forward and sends it out here now for Laborde. Laborde looks to pick this one up. Laborde being marked there by Lukeen. Shuts his angle down a bit, gets helped out by Pinello. Comes forward, tries to go forward. He's over the top of that play there. Wants to keep, but he's sent up forward here now by Pinello, up into the danger zone once again. But he picks up the backhand, backed out of it once again here. And it looks like it's going to set up Rocci here now. Rocci going back up onto this play with Habtoor. And Habtoor comes in onto him. Rochi gets up past him, couldn't quite pick up the next play because he just got pushed off over the top of that ball. And the backhand comes in by Laborde. They're looking to send it up here by Benka. Benka on the play. Onto his near side here now with Lakeen in his pocket. Sends it out here for Laborde. Couldn't quite pick that one up, but now once again coming back up onto it here. It is Tony Guitar, but we end up just couldn't quite control the pony, and as he came round, he just bounced around the front of the line. You can see on the replay here now. Yep, he just let that ball get away from him a little bit and just got picked up on a player riding the line. And so it looks like we'll have a penalty in favour of Wolves. And it's from the spot. Benker's thinking, well, I had him coming the other way, but no, unfortunately it was a defensive play. Would have been the next play, so it has to be from the spot. So the ball's placed down here now for penalty 5 in favour of Wolves for Santiago Laborde. Laborde comes up to this, gives this ball a ride straight over the top, looking for the man at the front door, but who's covering it? It is Lukeen. Sends a good tail backhand, clearing it away from the danger zone. Looking for the cow to get onto, but it looks like it's going to be Rochi. Picks this one up on the boards, right in front of his camp there, down the bottom corner. Rochi sends up forward for Lacau. Lacau being met there. Players doing their own job. Sends it up forward here now this time. Tries to get that up for Lukeen, but first up onto it will be Laborde. Laborde cuts the open backhand out towards the boards. Looking to get onto that one there will be Habtoor. Looking for something out of that one from a million miles away. On the wrong angle was the UAE player, and it comes forward here. Does Habtoor coming forward up onto it in pursuit to give him a little bit of support if necessary is Benka, but not necessary indeed. A lovely goal there by Habtoor. Picking it up and finishing it off beautifully. Let's have a look at that replay here now. I know he's already set sail towards goal on this one here now. And scored a nice goal, Habtoor, making it 7-4. And that, I think, there will probably be end of Chukker number 3. As the clock tick-tocks down, the hooter goes. And the end of Chukker number 3. 7-4 in favour of the Wolves.
Well, like you say, it's been 15 years. We started at 12 gold and only 4 chukkers. And from there, we did a few years like that. Then we went to 15 goals, to 16 goals, and 5 Chukkers, 18 goals. Now it's 20 goals. And yeah, very competitive tournament. Everybody likes to win it, and it's quite good. It's very attractive. Although it's 5 teams in the 20 goal, there is 9 teams playing in the 12th goal. So originally it was only like the high goal, and there were the teams playing in that tournament. Now the evolution of the polo in Dubai is taking us that there is a lot more teams. Some of them will stay at 12 goals, some might go up to 20 goals in a few years. Pieres is a brand name in polo, and they won so many tournaments all over the world. It's always good to have a name like that playing in the tournaments. You have the religious month here, that is Ramadan, involved in the season. For a few years we will have it in the middle of the season, so the season gets shorter because of the religious month. But we still manage to play. We're playing a 12th goal and a 20 goal. The start of the 20 goal still together with the 12th goal. So they're playing both tournaments at the same time.
Managed to pick it up, then they had come back in toward the goal. This is a wonderful horse here, look out. Plays his shot up forward, found himself a bit of space here, but he's out to the right. Can he bring it in? Stops that horse and turns it back toward the goal. My word, what a play from Teo and Illuminati. Great goal there. Wow, very impressive. He stole the ball right up on the halfway line from...
So, ladies and gentlemen, back here now for the second half of this match, starting Chukker number 4, with the score being 7-4. And we see, for our Polo Line viewers, the progression of the match. It was 1-1 after end of Chukker number 1, 4-3 in favour of the Wolves, and 7-4 after Chukker number 3. Going into the half-time. And so, the stats so far of this match: field goals 6 for Wolves, 1 for the UAE, throw-ins 7-5 in favour of the Wolves, fouls 7-6, so pretty even Stevens. Penalties 1 from 2 for the Wolves and 3 from 3 for the UAE, with no yellow cards as such at this point in time, and long may it stay that way. And coming out here onto the field now, the umpires are all organised, I believe. All the players are out there too. And we'll have Kansas out here for Habtoor, Sky for Bencha. Felix will be coming out on will be coming out on Marilyn, and Santi changes his order as he goes along. Shaker made that on Simpatica. Rocci looking to start this chukker here on Modista. Lukin starting out on Duzi. And Illuminante for Teo. So back into play, out the line, out it comes. First serves with it will be Lukin. Lukin straight himself up onto it here now. Getting a little bit of protection there, opting which way to go. Keeps control of the play. Taps it up forward, keeps coming forward here once again. Lukin looking if to let it go or go by himself. This time he does let it go and sends that one up forward. Up the front door, goes for a long shot from distance in towards goal. And it looks like that one has gone all the way, but it just goes wide to the right-hand side. And not by much at all, literally shaving that goalpost. So it will be Santiago Laborde and the Wolves to bring back into play. Santi comes up forward, keeps it coming forward, and goes out towards the hotel side here now with Benker just waiting for that one there. Benker shuts that pony down hard and opts to come out in the opposite direction here now, looking to find a bit of space, looking to mount an attack here from now. Been well marked there by Rocci, so he unloads it and sends it out towards the boards here now. Going in pairs out towards that one there. Lukin picks it up away there from, let's say, comes in onto it, gets taken away by Teo. Now picked up here by Rocci. Rocci settles down onto the play here now. Looks to make a run by himself here now. The Guitar comes forward, shouldn't pick it up on the near side, couldn't pick up that backhand, but we get a whistle on that play. Let's see what the umpires decide on here. We might be able to see a little bit clearer on this replay. Comes up forward on it and just maybe he got given a little bit of a push and a shove from behind the saddle is what the umpires are saying, and no advantage coming from it as he didn't manage to pick up the play, and we'll end up having a penalty here now in favour of the UAE. So Lukin Monteverde once more. Looking to circle around up onto this one here now. And he just gave him a bit of a shove and a bump there for Polo line viewers from behind the saddle as Rocci accelerated away from him. And so he takes that shot from the 40-yard line and straight through the goals it is there for Lukin Monteverde. So 7-5 is the score. And back to the far side of the field here now in chukker number 4. Ball being held aloft there by Howard Smith. Players get onto their own side, throws that ball in it goes off the front of the line. Comes out Lukin, looking for it there. Is Hussein. Keeps his ball going forward, he gets hooked off out of it in turn. Benko looking for that one there. Teo comes up with the spoils here now, and Teo lets it go here now. Teo in hot pursuit of him there. It is Hussein coming back onto that first. It's a little bit wide of goals. Will he go with the open backhand? Yes, he does. Sends an open backhand. First round onto it, though. Well read there by Lukin. Lukin cuts it in towards the middle of the field here now. Looks to check up. Come back inside the players. As Rocci looks after Benker. Comes away there from Habtoor. Goes under the neck with a big shot in towards, but comes off a pony once more. You can see on the replay here there. You can see his trainer thought, of course. But he goes with that shot and comes straight off the pony of Laborde. So Laborde dismounts. And looks to change that pony. So we'll just have a quick slight pause here now. Give a couple of the other players a little bit of a chance to change as well. So Santi mounts himself up and players called. So the ball's placed down here now. For penalty 5 from the spot. Mohammed Akram, good to see you're tuning in. Rana Norman. Noman rather. Santi sends this one up forward here now. Up there for Habtoor. Gets away there from Teo. Flicks it forward a little bit further. Avoids the hook once more. Habtoor coming forward again. And unfortunately, over the top of that one there. The backhand comes in by Teo. Out in space, but Benker comes up with a play here. Benker picks it up. Benker goes to the tail backhand to put it down into the danger zone. But it gets stopped and fed, and players coming from all directions looking for that line. I'll let the umpires unpick this one here now. Let's see if we can see a little bit more on that replay. The line of the ball's coming here. Oh, well, let's see what they have to say on that one there. But I know it looked to me like Lukeen had that line rather than Banker. Abu Bakar Farouk Jabrin. Great to see you watching from Kaduna in Nigeria. So the umpires bowl that ball into play. Can't see each other out the fouls. First onto it. Backhand spoiled of Labordes by Teo. Now picked up by Benker. Comes forward here now. Benker. And we get a whistle on that play. Oh, maybe he just had been told to play the ball. And felt that he couldn't make a play because he had Lukeen directly in front of him. So let's see what the umpires pick out of this one here now. They're just having a quick little chat about it. So the umpires look to pick this ball up, and Habtoor looks to go and change. We're still discussing it, so let's see as you see Lukeen go back down into the pony lines. That's Rochi actually, sorry. So Rochi quickly changing ponies down that bottom end, whilst the umpires are still awaiting because it's about halfway through the chukker, so it gives them an opportunity to quickly change. And also a great thing for the umpires to allow things just to diffuse a little bit. Give them the opportunity to go and change ponies. And so umpire right just discussing this one here now with the players. Okay, Lukeen was coming in. No, sorry. Yeah, Lukeen is. So Benker's looking very confused indeed, and they're still discussing this one here now. And by the looks of it, they're going to have another roll in. And the ball rolled into play. Into play it goes. Comes out with it, hit as Benker. Benker just flicks that forward. Mather just yielding off out of the way. Benker turns round, comes back onto it once more, looking to get goal bound, tries to avoid that hook, but he's hooked off out of it well. In comes Teo. Teo opens it up with a big backhand now. Up the field it comes here now, and first up onto it here. It is at pace coming up the field. You see Benker coming down the middle of the field, trying to cut Rochi down. Rochi's going goalward bound here now. Rochi over the front of the face of the goal here now. He's going to have to try and cut this one back in towards the goal. He cuts it, but it goes across the face of goal. And you see Lukeen kept off out of that one there by Felix, and it just allows it to drift out over the back line. So Wolves back in possession after that quick attack there by the UAE. And it will be Santiago Laborde for the Wolves to bring back into play once more. Santi goes for the shot here this time. Sends it out here, trying to get out to Benker, but Benker's been kept off out of it there by Lukeen. The backhand straight by Lukeen, but it's stopped in the play there by Hussein. Comes away with it here now, but back quickly onto him there is Lukeen. Backhand there. It was by Rochi. Back onto it quickly though is Teo. Teo gets smothered off out of it by Benker, who sends a backhand, but there's no green shirts to pick that one up, and it's quickly picked up here this time once again by Rochi. Turns away from the play. Looks to turn, face back in towards does Lukeen. Teo's wanting a bit of it too. Teo Yields off in time. This time leaves it now for Roger Torreguitar. Torreguitar brings it up forward. Goes with the shot in towards the goal, but there's not a lot to look at of the goal, and it looks like it's just gone wide out to the right-hand side. So once more, Santiago Laborde will bring this back into play, looking to get it away from this end of the field. Santi goes underneath the neck there, looking for Pinello. Pinello up onto the boards. Pinello gets up past one man. He's got Teo to beat here now. Sends it up forward now, looking for Habtoor, but first up onto it will be Mather. Mather cuts this one nicely across the field, but next onto it there is going to be Habtoor. Habtoor looking to straighten this one up underneath the neck here now. Habtoor checks up as the ball just sits in there against the boards. A load of other players come in. He gets called off it to leave it. Benker picks this one up now. Pinello comes forward. Teo in front. You see Lukin just being kept off out of that play, and we get a whistle on the play as we have Peter Wright directly behind. It looks like Teo's being given a bit of a shove in the back there to help him on his way as he's trying to get in onto that play. But let's see what the umpires unpick out of that one here now, whilst Teo just recovers once more. So let's see what the umpires can unpick out of this here now, and it looks like Peter Wright just moving that ball a little bit further infield for a penalty 5, a spot penalty here in favour of UAE Polo. So Teo Lecao brings it into play here now. Teo gets a long driving shot, looking there for Lukin. Lukin's got away from his man here. Ball comes down, but enough time for Laborde there to get to him. Keeps control of the play and the man. Does Lukin. Lukin straightens himself up, gets told to yield. Does Laborde, who sends it forward once again here. Does Lukin, strikes that one nicely. Gets a little bit of a deviation on its way to Lecao, who's taken off out of that play, and it's sent out by Benker, but this time sent up a little further. Lukin comes in to shut the back door here now. Lukin checks, turns, looks to come back inside, come away there from Laborde, who's been looked after by Rocci. Goes under the neck with a big long shot in towards the goal. He hammers that ball beautifully, but it just looks like it's going to go wide out towards the left-hand side of the goal. Taking a lot of opportunities from a distance as the clock tick-tocks down. And it looks like Laborde circles round. Will he bring this into play? Yes, it's told to play the ball, and he brings this one in here now. Does Santiago Laborde. The first two to go. He pushes this one out wide here now. Looking for Felix Hussein. Can't come onto that play. Has to yield off it. Leave it there for Rocci. Rocci makes a turning play. Rocci sends this one in towards the goal, but the backhand's cut away there by Hussein. Sent a little bit further on its way there by Pinello. Looking now here for Habtoor. Coming up the field, straighten himself back up onto this one here once again. Habtoor over the halfway line. As the clock ticks down, he avoids the hook and keeps this ball moving forward, but gets a little bit too wide off and out of the way. There goes the second hooter as Lecao comes in to make the play, and that there will end Chukker number 4 with the score being 7 goals it is to the Wolves. 5 for the UAE. So it's all to play for here in the 5th Chukker. 2 goals the difference, with no handicap in this, so if we are even Stevens by the end of it, all tied, we will go for extra Chukker. So the teams will leave the field here now to change ponies, whilst we go to a few messages and adverts for our viewers on Polo Line. So the two teams coming out onto the field here now, with Shaker Method coming out on Pulsera. And we'll have Rochi looking to come out on Minu. I believe it is. Sometimes difficult to read the writing. Pulsera here now for Lukin. And Teo looking to come out on Tufa. So Wolves making their way back towards the middle of the field here now. With Benker coming out on Canister. And the others just not quite sure what their orders was going to be. So they've left those all blank at this point in time, and we're starting off here now with a roll-in. Where the second hooter went from the inside out. So the ball back into play here now for the fifth and final Chukker. Habtoor trying to come away with this one here now. Looking for the big next shot. He gets hold of that one there, but I think I heard a little bit of cane, but it's placed beautifully there for Laborde. Laborde runs onto it now and puts it away. A great goal there by Santiago Laborde. Got himself well positioned with the confidence for the next shot of Habtoor. And got onto that one very nicely indeed. It's Santiago Laborde to put goal number 8 on the board here for the Wolves. So two teams line up on the far side. Ball into play. Stuck at the front of the line out there. Looking to come away with it here now. Is the kick on the near side. Gets called off that one there. Yields off it. Leaving it now for Lukin. Lukin on the play. Lukin turns away from the traffic. Trying to get back in contention is Felix. Turns back inside him. Goes the other way once again. Goes one way. Goes the other way once more. Does Lukin. Lukin. Keeping this ball moving forward, looking for a little bit of space. Couldn't quite control that one there. The ball's got left behind Roch. He's looking to try and get back onto that one first. Does so, manages to do so in front of Felix and sends it in towards the goal, but it's closed down once again here by Pinello. Pinello coming away with it here once more. Pinello again. Pinello keeping his ball, running up the field here now. Pinello comes in between the two players and looks to try and drop the hammer, but he's kept pushed off out of it there by Lecao, allowing Rochi to come in. Oh, looked like he was going with the backhand, went forward, but not enough on it as in comes Asain, comes onto it once more. Asain comes in, but tries to get back onto it, cancelling each other out. Teo comes onto it once more. Teo. Oh, and he's left that one behind, and now picked up here by Pinello. Pinello on the play. Pinello looks up towards the goal and lets it go, but unfortunately it looks like that one's gone wide, out towards the right-hand side. So the ball placed on the back line here now. For Teo Lecao to bring into play. Teo taps it up forward. Goes with a big shot here this time. He heard that call. The men are running out forward up onto it. Near side play. Gets called off it. Does Habtoor. Backhand by Laborde. Placed nicely for Felix to pick up. Felix just gets bought. 3 shirts around. White shirts there around Felix. Having to work, try and pick up this play. But we get a whistle. As Lukin comes in and steals that one away from him. Let's see if we have on the replay. He's got 3 white shirts just shutting him down completely. And he comes in. Does he get pushed or does his pony turn around the front of it? Looks like his pony turned around the front of it. So we end up getting a spot penalty here now for Teo Lecao to bring in for the UAE once more. Teo cuts this one in towards the middle of the field. Looking for a bit of space here now for Rochi. Couldn't pick that one up. Picked up there by Benker, who gets hooked up a little bit there by Teo, who managed to get the near side backhand off, but there's nobody home up to that one first except for Rochi for the UAE. Opens up a nice backhand there for Lukin. Lukin on the halfway. Lukin straightens himself up and looks to fizz this one up forward, looking for Lecao. Lecao on the near side. A good strong near side shot by him. Hasn't got enough to travel all the way, but it looks like he's going to send Benker back to make the saving play and makes the backhand, cutting a bit of angle out onto that one there for Hussein to come back onto, but he gets pushed off out of that play and the ball gets left here now for Lukin once more. Lukin coming forward. Lukin going goalward bound here now. Lukin looking for the play in towards the goal. Comes in between the two horses here, gets hooked off out of it. Little backhand comes in, it's back into it, and we get a little bit of good traffic, and we have a whistle on that play down that bottom end there once again. You see him trying to slip through the traffic here. Gets half hooked off out of it. The ball just skews off out towards the side. And it looks like we had a yellow player, a white player rather, possibly across the line. But let's see what the umpires decide. And again, another timely opportunity for them to call for a tree change and diffuse any situation out there on the field. So UAE up there, end of the field, quickly changing. You see Rochi worked his socks off out here this afternoon as always. Mounts back up again. And we'll just wait here now for the Wolves to make their way from the far end of the field, from their camp. There's Habtoor. Gets back up there. And it looks like we have a spot penalty here now in favour of the Wolves, with a white UAE player across the line. So Santiago Laborde comes in and picks this one up here now. Santi goes under the neck. Looking here now for Felix. Felix misses the hook there and sends that one up forward. Tries to pick it up here, does Benker. Benker picks this up nicely. He's got Teo there with him. Teo just keeping him honest. Has to turn, tries to fizz that one through, but it goes there for Teo, who opens up a nice backhand, unleashing Luquin Monteverde coming up the middle of the field to close the angle down is Benker. Luquin looking to run that one in, but he leaves that one for Teo. Teo comes in behind the player here once again. Teo again. Teo tries to make a spoiling play, but it looks like he's just got infringed there by a Wolves player. You can see maybe a little more clearly there on the repeat. Yep, coming in with a little bit too much momentum into that play as the line was quickly changed, and we end up with a short penalty here now in favour of the UAE. So once more it'll be Luquin Monteverde just to tee this ball up, as the Wolves have to retire back behind the line. 8-5 is the score currently. So Luquin Monteverde up onto the play here now. Luquin walks up to this one nicely and drives that one, but it goes wide out to the right-hand side. So the ball will be on the back line here now for the returning Santiago Laborde to bring into play. But it looks like it'll be Felix to bring it in. Felix looks to go one way, goes the other way underneath the neck here now for Benker. Teo cuts across. Just to watch him there, make him unleash it. Does so, sends it forward. Just falls a little bit short there of Habtoor. First onto it is going to be Luquin Monteverde. Luquin looks over his shoulder here now. Luquin straightens himself up. Comes in away from Santi. In towards the middle of the field. Cutting the angle down. Taking the bouncing ball at pleasure. Down the field he goes here once again. Does Luquin looking to run this one in, but he shows a little bit too much of that one there to Hussein. He says a nice little backhand will put you back in defence once more. But first onto it here now is Rochi. Rochi comes forward once again. Straightens himself up. Gets a little bit of help here now. Comes in between the players. Looks up towards the goal and lets this one go. And goalward bound it's going. Has it got enough? No, it gets stopped there by Habtoor. Literally from the teeth of goal. And now picked up by Laborde to tidy things up once again and get it back into attack once more here for Wolves. Avoids that hooking player as the ball gets skied up. Waiting for that one to come down is Luquin. Luquin established on that one, tries to come on the near side of Laborde, but turned away there by Luquin. Luquin trying to get away from two players at this point in time. He drives this one forward, up over the top of players, in towards the goal it goes, but just getting held up, and in comes Benker, which puts the backhand in and clears it away from this great defence there by Wolves once more. But in comes Rochi, takes it out towards the side, checks up on the boards, comes away there from the Wolves and straightens himself back up towards goal once more. Comes forward again. Rochi looking to run this one forward. Rochi once more. Couldn't quite pick that one up. Goes forward once again. Goes with the next shot in towards the goal and through the goal it is. Making a lovely goal there for the UAE. Making it 6 goals to 8 and a minute left to play. As we go back to the middle of the field once more. So on the repeat here now. You can see there a nice goal by Rochi Torgetar. Not making any mistakes whatsoever. And putting that one through. Making it 6 goals to 8. So ball gets bowled back into play. Into play it is off the back of the line out. Teo sends the backhand underneath the tail, looking to set Rochi up, but first onto it is the backhand there by Hussain. Trying to get onto it there is Benker, but we've got a whistle. And you see players just coming across in front of the white player, impeding him to go forward. And I believe there's a yellow card possibly gone out there as well, or not. Let's see. And so the players are moving forward towards a penalty in favour of UAE. And we get a couple of the Wolves players going down the bottom end to quickly go and change ponies whilst they have this opportunity to do so. We've got 31 seconds left on the clock for a penalty for a 60-yard penalty here now for Lukin Monteverde. Score 8-6, Lukin Monteverde. Circling round up onto this one here at the canter. Wolves back 40 yards in defence. Lukin comes in, he strikes this one clean up over the top, and it looks like that one's just gone to the left-hand side. So the score remains the same, 8 goals to 6. And players called. For Santiago Laborde, they bring this one into play. Santi taps it forward. Looks to pick this one up, cuts this one out wide, looking for Benker to come onto. Benker being marked there by Teo, checks up, turns, comes away. Inside him once more, looks to put that one up the middle of the field, does so and skies that ball up the field as the hooter goes. So ladies and gentlemen, that ends our second match in the Silver Cup 2025 with Wolves running out the winners, 8 goals to 6 over the UAE. So 2 good games here now to start the Silver Cup, the Gold Cup series off. We'll go chukker by chukker here now for our Polo Line viewers and those here field side. After chukker number 1, it was 1 goal apiece. After chukker number 2, it was 4 goals to 3 in favour of Wolves. After the third chukker, 7 to 4, 7 to 5 after chukker number 4. And 8 goals to 6 to end the match after chukker number 5. And now we'll just quickly go to a few of the highlights and the best goals of the match. And so you have this one there, Rochi going through under pressure, putting a lovely goal away on the near side, up at the Villa end of the field. And this is Santi Laborde. Cracking goal there by Santi. Came out of that one, out of the line out there. Picked it up well and just ran it home. And this one here, again, Benker picks this up nicely, goes near side, just protecting the ball, and it just manages to get itself over the line, but that'll do, thank you very much indeed. And Benker, you see here again, coming forward underneath the neck, drives that one nicely through the goals. A bit more of a running goal on that occasion there. And now you see a nice backhand there by Benker, putting it in with Felix pushing his way through, getting the better there of Teo and finishing it off nicely down the scoreboard end. And this here, Habtoor came from the boards, picked that ball up nicely, came from the boards and set sail up the field and carried it all the way through the goal. Lovely goal there by Habtoor. And we can see that repeat there. And you see you've got Benker there just in behind to keep the man behind from UAE to keep him off out of the play. And here we go, Habtoor coming forward underneath the neck. Good confidence there in Habtoor by Santi Laborde. Got himself positioned well and put that one away nicely. So a lot of confidence there by Santi Laborde in his patron. And here we have the full stats. Field goals, 7 by Wolves, 2 by UAE. Throw-ins, pretty even Stevens, 9 to UAE, 10 to the Wolves. Fouls, 11 fouls by the Wolves, 8 by UAE. Penalties, 1 from 2 for the Wolves, 4 from 6 for the UAE. 1 yellow card had been given out to the Wolves, and however, there were no corners. So a fairly clean, open game. And pretty even on the stats there, apart from the scores. And so, ladies and gentlemen, from myself, Adam Snowden, and Polo Line, we look forward to tuning in for our next day of play in the Silver Cup at Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club on Saturday.